Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanshan Sri Rupam Chakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitanstam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome all for the Nityam Bhagavata session. Today, on occasion of the very auspicious Pashanubhasha Ekadashi, we will hear from His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, our preeminent Shiksha Guru, from Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 33. I'll just play the recorded class.
The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, text number 33, given. The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, text number 33, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on November 12, 1972, in Vrindavan, India.
Translation. The super soul enters into the bodies of the created beings who are influenced by the modes of material nature and causes them to enjoy the effects of these by the subtle mind.
असौ गुणमय भावै भूत सूक्ष्मेन्द्रिय आत्मभि स्वनिर्मितेषु निर्दिष्टो भुंक्ते भूतेषु तद्गुणा. In the previous verse, we have discussed that नानेव भाति विश्वात्मा भूतेषु तथा पुमान. That the living entity, individual soul and the super soul. So, because the individual soul wanted a certain type of enjoyment, so the super soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is making such arrangement. Gunamaya bhava. That arrangement is made by the material nature. Bhava, bhava means nature. Gunamaya bhava. This nature is made of three modes of material nature. And the other nature, in the Bhagavad Gita it says, parastasmatu bhava anna. This bhava, this material creation, it is also bhava. But another bhava, that is sanatana. Parastasmatu bhava anna. Anna means aga. Bhakta bhaktya sanatana. Here, the Mahatattva, the total material energy, is called abhakta. Then, when it is agitated by the glance of the Supreme Lord, the three modes of material nature acts. And by interaction of these three modes of material nature, the whole cosmic manifestation come into being. This is the, not theory, this is the fact of creation. Creation, there is machine or there is electronic working and the buttons are pushed by the Supreme Lord. Parasya Shakti Vividhaiva Sriyate. His electronic machine is so subtle and powerful that we cannot understand. We say nature. Because due to our ignorance, we cannot explain how the nature is working. We give an evasive reply, just like a flower is coming from the seed, the tree is coming, the flower is coming, the fruit is coming. So we simply give an evasive reply, by nature it is coming. But we cannot explain how it is coming. But there is explanation. Just like in our this tape recording machine, we do not know, we push some button, it is recording. But there is a great manipulation of the machine that we do not know. As soon as it is not working, because we are ignorant, we go to the mechanic, just find out what is wrong. He knows, he puts the things in right way, again it works. So, we take the total working and we may say it is working by nature. No. There is brain, there is pushing of buttons, everything is there. That is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Maya dhakshena prakriti swate characharam. Hetu nanena kaunteya jagad parivartate. Maya dhakshena. I am putting the buttons. He's putting up buttons and acting of the machine is so subtle and so quick and so immediate that we cannot explain. We think it is automatic. We think that is automatic. So, here also gunamai bhavai bhuta sukmendriya atmavi, this whole material creation is, there is brain. It is not a so-called evasive reply automatically. What do you mean? What do you mean automatically? There must be somebody pushing the button, must be working. Where is brain? That is really scientific study. Here, that gunamai bhavai, by the three energies, three kind of energies, goodness, passion, and ignorance. These gunamai, these qualities of nature, bhuta sukma indriya, then there is creation of the ego, then creation of the intelligence, mind, then creation of sky, then creation of air, then creation of fire, then creation of water, then creation of land. Bhuta sukmendriya, the objective of the senses are created, the sense enjoyment objects are created, form is created, taste is created, smell is created. So there is great machinery. It is not that automatically has come out. But behind all these energetic work, the energies, different energies are working. Krishna's energy is so powerful that he puts the potency in a seed. Bijoham sarvabhutana. Krishna says, bija means seed. Sarvabhutana, whatever is coming out, being manifested, the seed, I am. But when seed I am means it is manufactured under my supervision. Just find out the seed of a banyan tree, a small grain like mustard seed, but you sow the seed and a big tree, gigantic tree will come out. Unless the energetic tree is there within the seed, how it comes out? That is Krishna's energy. That is Krishna Parasa Shakti Vividhaya Vasudhe. His energy is so subtle that Savabhiki Jnanavala Kriya. Savabhiki. Now from that seed, first of all the trunk will come, the branches will come, then the twigs will come, the leaves will come, and the fabrication of the leaf, everything, see, wonderful. Everything is, see, wonderful. But Savabhiki, as it's coming automatically. A creeper is coming, is trying to find out a shelter. As soon as it finds a shelter, immediately captures. We had seen in our Los Angeles, behind my house, the electric post and the van, and the creeper is taking shelter and giving flower and fruits and everything. Savabhiki. Now, you can say it has no eyes, how it is seeing, how it is coming here, and what is called squirreling. No, the energy is so perfect, the sabhaviki, it is working like nature, automatically. Sabhaviki, there is knowledge. Sabhavika jnana bala kriya. Everything is done by knowledge, by power, and by action. So there is everything. We can see practically how the trees are going, your body, my body. In the same way, everything is coming out. Now there was seed, the father and mother seed. Now within that seed, all these arrangement of the veins, nerves, and fibers, and muscle, and everything was there. You cannot explain how these veins are working. Little discrepancy of the working of the vein, I suffered on my finger for so many days. What is that? There was no regular supply of the energy. There was some disturbance in the holes of the veins and nerves. This is the medical science. And as soon as it is cured, the supply is there. Just like when the pipe is jumped, the water does not go and it creates disturbance. Similarly, everything is going on nicely in a machine. And Krishna knows everything. Annayat vyatirikam janmadasya jata annayat itaratascha artheshu avijñā sara. I do not know how the nerves in my finger became disturbed and how it has become diseased and how it became cured and now it is all right. I do not know, although I claim this is my hand, this is my leg, but I do not know. Therefore it is not my leg, not my hand. Just like I am living in a room, rented room, that is not my room. If you study in this way, you will find Ishavāsamidam Sarvam, everything belongs to God, Krishna. And falsely you are claiming. I do not know how it is working. I have been given the chance to live in this particular body. Otherwise, Krishna is working. I wanted teeth to eat fresh flesh. So Krishna gives us the tiger's teeth, tiger's nail. But how the nails and teeth came into existence, how it is working, how it is set up, that I do not know. That I do not know. That knows Krishna. Annaya, Bhatirika, Artheshu, all the purpose of these instruments, different instruments, Bhuta, Sukha, Indriya. Indriya means senses. How they are working, how the enjoyment, object of enjoyment is supplied, that is all being arranged by Krishna. Aso gunamai bhavai bhuta sukhendriya atmavi sanirmiteshu nirbishta bhungte bhuteshu tadgunan sanirmiteshu. We wanted this kind of manufacture. So Krishna has given me the chance, Prakriti, by through the agency of Prakriti, Prakriti kriyamanani, gunai karmani sarvasya, that is also explained. Similarly, I wanted a body like this to enjoy a certain standard of sense enjoyment. So I enter into this body. I enter into that body. Also, Krishna enters as super soul. Sanirmiteshu nirbishto. Then, bhungte bhuteshu tadguna. Then what I enjoy? I enjoy the action and reaction of the three modes of material nature. That's Actually, the enjoyment is in my mind. That is not enjoyment. That is not enjoyment. Real enjoyment is when I am free from this embodiment of 5 elements, gross elements, and 3 subtle elements. I have entered into this, and the action and reaction of these 5 gross elements, 3 subtle elements, I am enjoying. Actually not enjoying. This is called mind. There is no enjoyment. It is enjoyment in the mind. The mind is also material creation. Real enjoyment is beyond the senses. Sukham atantikam jatta otindriya grayam. That is stated in the Bhagavatam. Sukham atantikam jatta. The real happiness is not by these gross senses, by transcendental senses we can enjoy. Sukham, real happiness. Therefore, because we are not in that platform of enjoying the transcendental senses, we are trying to enjoy by these gross senses, therefore we are becoming baffled and frustrated. This is the cause of frustration, because that is not the platform of enjoyment. Sukham attantikam jattat otindriya. Otindriya means beyond this. It is covered. Covered senses you cannot enjoy. Suppose I cover your tongue with some cloth and then I give you one rasagulla. Can you taste it? What you will taste? There are so many things. If you cover the senses, the real senses, and try to enjoy with that covering, what you will enjoy? That is not enjoyment. It has to be uncovered. Then you will enjoy. That is indicated. Sarvapadhi vinirmuktam tat paratina nirmal. If you uncover the senses, upadhi, this upadhi, because I am in bodily concept of life, therefore I am thinking I am American, I am Indian, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am black, I am white, I am man, I am woman, I am tree, I am this, I am that. This is covered. How you can enjoy with these covered senses? So you have to uncover, you have to discover. That discovering process is devotional service. The more you are engaged in devotional service, the more your senses become pure or uncovered. And when it is completely uncovered, without any designation, then you are capable to serve Krishna. This is apprenticeship. Vaidha bhakti, that is apprenticeship. Real bhakti, para bhakti, that is raganuga bhakti. That's raganuga bhakti, we have to come after surpassing the Vaidha bhakti. In the material world, if we do not try to make further and further progress in devotional service, if we are simply sticking to the shastric regulation process and do not try to go beyond that, shastric process also, regulation that is required. Without shastric process, you cannot go to that platform. But if we stick to the shastric process only and do not try to improve ourselves, the shastric process is kanishtadika, lowest stage of devotional service. Achayamam haray, jap pujang, saddhya hati, natat bhaktesu channesu sabhakta prakita smita. Generally, people come to this temple, they are very devoted to the deity. They offer their respect, flowers and other things, make the regulatory process circumambulate. This is nice, beginning. But one has to go above this. One has to know who is actually bhakta. Who is natat bhaktesu, channesu. One has to do good for others. That is madhyamadikari. If I become satisfied only with this regulatory principle for worshipping the deity in the temple and following the regulatory principle daily, but if I have no other idea, then savakta prakita smita. Prakita means on the material platform. Such devotee can fall down at any moment because he is on the prakita stage. And prakita means this gunamai prakriti. It is very strong. So any devotee can fall down if he remains prakita bhakta. So he has to raise himself above this. And the madhyamadika. So here it is said that saninmiteshu nirvishta bhunte bhuteshu tadguna. So we are not enjoying actually. We are enjoying the interaction of the three modes of material nature. And we are thinking the same thing as my Guru Maharaj used to say, that licking up the bottle of honey. That is not real honey. You have to open the bottle of the honey and lick up the real honey. Then you will get taste. That is advancement of spiritual knowledge. Satang prasangad mama bija sangvida bhavanti ritkanna rasana katha. Therefore, if we do not associate with the advanced devotees, uttamadhikari, if we simply want to remain in the lowest stage of devotional service, then we are not making progress. Then we shall simply enjoy the material field without entering into the spiritual platform. Bhungte bhuteshu tad guna. You have to rise above the modes of material nature. Nirguna. Triguna Vishaya Veda Nistriguna Bhavarjuna. That is the statement of Bhagavad Gita. In the Vedic instruction, Triguna. Vedic instruction is dealing with the three gunas, the three material modes of nature. Nistriguna Bhavarjuna. Nistriguna, what is that? Because when Krishna was asking Arjuna to fight, he was in the Triguna platform, in the material platform. He was thinking, how shall I kill my grandfather? How shall I kill my teacher? How shall I kill my brother? How shall I kill nephews? That is Triguna Vichar, consideration on the material platform. Then Krishna said, Nistriguna Bhavarjuna, just become transcendental to the material modes of nature. What is that transcendental material nature? I am asking you to fight, you do it. That is Nistriguna. Krishna is asking him. That is Nistriguna. Triguna Vishaya Veda Nistriguna Bhavarjuna. Guna or Nirguna, these two words are there in the Vedic literature. When you speak of guna, that is means these three gunas, three material modes of nature. And Nirguna means above these three material modes of nature. So actually, devotional service is above the three modes of material nature. Sagunan samatitta etana brahma bhuyaya kalpati. So, when you are actually in pure devotional service, sarvapadhi vinirmuktam, being freed from the interaction of the three material modes of nature, that is real transcendental stage of devotional service. So we have to try to go to that platform. Otherwise, we shall remain a prakita bhakta, as it is said here, bhunte bhutesu tad guna. We have to become transcendental to the three modes of material nature. That is not very difficult. Simply, one has to become very serious and sincere. That's all. As there are direction in the Shastras, as I was speaking in this morning, the Shastra, just like Rupa Goswami has given instruction in the Nectar of Devotion, how to prosecute. He begins in the characteristics of devotional service. He says, this verse, Annavilasita sunnam jnana karma dhanabhritam anukullena krishnanushilanam bhakti ruttam. So we have to begin from this uttama bhakti. Uttama means nirguna or transcendent. Uttam. Uttama udgata tama. Ut means transcendental. When you surpass. Tama means this material world. So anukullena krishnana sirirang bhakti uttama. That is uttama. That is transcendental. So if we execute devotional service with some material purpose, that purpose may be served, but you cannot rise to the transcendental platform. So we should be very careful that we may not take to devotional service. Even though you take it, still it is recommended that you prosecute, to go on with the devotional service by the regulative principles. Then you come to the Uttama platform. There is no question of disappointment, but we must know that if we remain on the material platform, then we have to take so much time. From the material platform, we have to go to the spiritual platform. That means we require to follow the regulative principles very strictly and sincerely. Then we will be promoted to the Nirguna platform. Without performing the regulative principles, one cannot come immediately, all of a sudden. Maybe by the grace of Krishna one can come, but the regular way is, first of all, let us follow the regulative principles strictly, then gradually we shall be purified and come to the spiritual platform, and that will be successful, success of our life. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Wonderful, wonderful class where Prabhupada, this class was the shloka, today's shloka was Srila first canto, second chapter, 33rd verse, where Prabhupada actually starts with the definition of the fact of creation, how we should understand Krishna's hand is there in everything. And Prabhupada also gives the analogy of the machines. Our machine is there are a lot of buttons. We just push the button, but there is something behind it also. That because of the push of the button, something happens, some action has happened. So why we do not know? Because Prabhupada says we are in ignorance, and hence we do not understand that something is working behind him. He also gives an example of the tape recording machine. Yeah, so there is a brain behind, and then he refers Maya Adhyakshana because of my I created all these things. So that's what Prabhupada is trying to explain them. Then there is somebody behind that button. Yeah, the buttons have been created by the Lord, but we also should understand that there is a person behind that button who actually gets that action to be done. So Krishna puts the potency. He also gives an example of how a small seed, which has the potency to rise and become a big tree. So what happens is, Prabhupada is saying that everything happens so automatically, swabhaviki, which is very natural, swabhaviki, which seems to be very natural. That is where the complacency sets in, where we do not, it becomes less important for us to understand that there is a person behind it. Yeah. So and Prabhupada also gives the example of human birth as well. So how it's a small seed and then it grows into become a human. Yeah. So we do not know. Prabhupada says when we falling ill. There is a small cut. How that gets cured. So we do not know how that works. Yeah, and then so then Prabhupada also mentioned about the purpose of why this is all done. So he says we wanted to be here. So he says we wanted to enjoy. We wanted to enjoy certain kind of a sense enjoyment, and we get accordingly that particular body. So, and then Krishna, because we have the desire, Krishna creates that particular environment, so that we can enjoy. But that is not the real purpose. That is not the real enjoyment, is what Prabhupada says. And Prabhupada goes on mentioning that, when we are free from all these elements, gross and subtle, and by these gross senses, we cannot understand that this is not real enjoyment. It has to be, because if we get it, we fall into the trap of that, and understanding this particular enjoyment is real, we become more baffled and frustrated. So atindriya, he says these are covered senses, and he gives an example of, wonderful example of Rasagulla, where he says, if I give you Rasagulla, but I cover your tongue with the cloth, how will you taste it? So that covering is there, because of which we cannot taste the actual taste. And Prabhupada just mentions about this beautiful shloka that Sarva Upadi Vinurmuktam. That is how we can understand. Because we think that I am this, I am that, I'm American, I'm English, I'm Indian. So that is where the problem is. And that is a covering. So the only way to remove the cover is by devotional service, because of practicing devotional service, our senses become pure and uncovered. And then when it gets, and then Prabhupada says about Vaidhi Bhakti, it's good. It is nice that initially we follow Vaidhi Bhakti, but as Prakrita Bhakta, we should not just remain on that particular stage of being a Prakrita Bhakta. We have to rise above that. And how we rise above? Prabhupada says that initially Vaidhi Bhakti means that is more of like a Kanishta Adhikari, but we have to endeavor by being in association with Uttama Adhikari, we can rise above being a Kanishta Adhikari to become a Madhyama Adhikari. Yeah. One warning Prabhupada gives here is, if we still remain at a state of Prakrita Bhakta, there is a potential chance of falling down. Okay, so that our endeavor should be that we should always try to rise above to become a Madhyama Adhikari. And that is basically is the advancement of spirit, and that is basically the advancement of spiritual knowledge. And we have to associate with Uttama Adhikari. And Prabhupada also mentions about in Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna, Krishna told him to fight, Arjuna said no, because he was in Traigunya. He was in the material platform. And then Krishna tells him, Nistraigunya Bhava Arjuna. And that is where Krishna is telling him, please come above this material platform. And devotional service is only the only way which is above the gunas. And it is, just by becoming sincere. Prabhupada says two words. He just simply by becoming sincere and serious. That is the way we can, become. We can rise above this platform. And he says, he also explains that begins with Uttama Bhakti, and then slowly and slowly. So devotional service, if it is covered with a tinge of material enjoyment, we cannot attain the transcendental platforms. So Prabhupada is requesting, all that, how we have to see Krishna's hand in everything, and then we have to rise. We have to put in our endeavor by becoming simply serious and sincere, so that we can rise above this material platform and go towards the transcendental platform and rise above, become Nistraigunya, as he was requesting Arjuna. Hare Krishna. Any other comments or inputs or thought that like a takeaway anybody would like to share? I presume the lines are open. I've not unmuted. Muted.
Yes, Prabhu. Open.
Yeah, anybody would like to share? Please feel free to.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranams. With excellent audio and excellent summary, Prabhu. Takeaway for me is to become more serious and to rise above this sadhana bhakti. And it may take a long time, Prabhu, but
Yes.
still we have to endeavor for it.
Yes. We just
Thank you, sir.
put on the bus, not to get off the bus.
Yes, thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranams. Thanks for the wonderful audio and class, Prabhu. So, Srila Prabhupada's class. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru and Gauranga Prabhu. We have to develop that knowledge when listening to all these lectures. We'll develop
Yes.
the true knowledge and we'll understand what is the nature, what is super soul, what is soul. All that as we go deeper and deeper, we get more faith and we do our sadhana still better, Prabhu. That's what I meant.
Yes. Certainly, Manoj.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Today we were discussing the 13th chapter, Prabhu, in the Bhagavatam class, 13.35, the last sloka.
Okay.
So we had a discussion about the thing. So Prabhupada, this lecture of Prabhupada answers our questions very nicely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This class was, if you see the class, now it gradually starts with the usual thing that we know. This Lord is there, creation is there. But then how Prabhupada converts and takes it to a next level, where we should go. Wonderful class.
I only wish we follow and
yeah, we should pray for each other.
beginning step. We just stepped, as you said, we stepped into the bus. Just pray that we should not get out of it.
Yeah, stay there. Correct.
Thank you so much for sharing the wonderful video.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, one more realization, Prabhu. We were discussing, as Mataji said in the morning Bhagavad Gita class, whatever knowledge we are learning, it is just like a tip of the iceberg. So much deeper it is there.
Yeah.
And we have to go deeper and deeper.
Yes, Mataji, certainly. Yeah, because it's also said, there is another example of the fish. The fish which is just superficial or stays on the surface, swims on the surface, there is a more likelihood that a hawk can come down and pick it up. But if it goes deeper, there is a chance that he can still survive.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. One new thing that I learned is the living entities, the soul has senses, but it is covered by the material nature.
Yeah.
So we have to remove that and expose the real senses.
Yeah. Nishtaraigunyam.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing, Hare Krishna. Anybody else would like to share? Okay, then I will end the class. Thank you so much. We will meet tomorrow, same time. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namo ananta koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Vaishnav Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you so much. I'll end the session now. Hare Krishna.